And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Roberto Hernandez Stadium for Game 3, the final game of the weekend series between the Emory and Henry Wasps and your USCA Aiken Pacers. I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us on this Super Bowl Sunday here in Aiken, South Carolina. Getting the start for the Pacers is number 29, Ben Shepard. Shepard, just last week, was named the National Pitcher of the Week, and there's no surprise, as in his first ever collegiate outing, Shepard threw a no-hitter against Mars Hill in the doubleheader of the opening series. Pacers coming into today's game with a 5-0 record, looking to keep that streak alive. Meanwhile, Emory and Henry seeking their first win on the season as they drop the first two games to this USCA Aiken squad. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Pacers. Catching for Ben Shepard is going to be Ryan Becker. Over at first base, Yariel Diaz. The second baseman is Sal Lamo. Shortstop, Osman Melendez. And over at third base, Maverick Grigsby. In the outfield, it's Joshua Johnson in left, Chance Jennings in right, and Evan Harding in center field. And the lineup that Ben Shepard is going to have to face from Emory and Henry, leading things off is the shortstop, Jarrett Hoppus. He's followed by second baseman, Jared Lamboy. Designated hitter Kyle Fields follows suit in the 3 spot, and cleaning up in the order is first baseman J.D. Fields. Drew Park bats 5th. He's over at third base. Clay Caldwell behind him in the 6th spot. He's patrolling left field. The catcher, David Rodriguez, bats 7th, with Stuart Callahan, the right fielder, batting 8th. And Rhett Barker, who mans center field, rounds out the batting order in the 9 spot. Drew Lanzo is going to be the starting pitcher for Emory and Henry. We'll get into him during the bottom half of the inning. Ben Shepard in that first appearance, of course, did not allow a hit, had the shutout complete game victory, had 5 strikeouts and only 1 walk in the 9 innings that he pitched. So Hoppus will dig in for his first at-bat of the game. Through the first 2 games of the season, he's batting .222, 2 for 9 on the year. He's got a run scored. On-base percentage, even .300 as he fouls off the first pitch. We are underway. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Fouled off down the first base line. Ground ball, third base side, and that's just going to end up foul. And the count will stay at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Shepard. Fastball misses low and inside, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Other fastball misses low, and the count worked full to Hoppus. Payoff pitch. Reaches out, taps this one to the right side for a base hit. And Ben Shepard's hitless streak comes to an end with the first batter here in the top of the first.
Batting next, second baseman number 20, Jared Lamboy.
Jerry Lamboy will dig in now with a man on first and nobody out. First pitch. Breaking ball missed low, 1-0. Lamboy, only one at bat on the year. He's 0 for 1. Runner goes. Pitch is a swing and a miss. It'll be a stolen base for Hoppus. And the Wasps have a man in scoring position here in the top of the first. If you remember in yesterday's game, the Wasps struck early, scoring in the top of the first inning as well. And that was answered with a 10-run bottom of the first inning. The Pacer offense just went on a roll. Another changeup finds the zone. It's 1-2. And it wasn't like it was a messy inning at all. Defense played cleanly for the Wasps. It's just the Pacers got solid contact on the ball. Check on the runner at second base. Hoppus gets back safely. The 1-2 pitch. That's going to get by and go all the way to the wall. A passed ball puts Hops 90 feet from home. Count evens up at 2-2 on Lamboy. Hoppus 90 feet from home as the visiting squad hopes to strike first here in the top of the first. Pitch just missing high and outside, and it's a full count on the Wasp second baseman. Three-two pitch. Fastball fouled off. Will do it over. Once again, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Got him to go around. Lamboy down on strikes for the first out.
Stepping up is designated.
Well, Kyle Fields, the DH, will step to the plate now. Fields is having a very good series. 3 for 9 in his 2 games played. 3 runs scored, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 5 RBIs, batting .333 on the year. First pitch just brushes the outside corner, strike 1. Took a little something off of it, broke just out on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Reaches out and taps this one back to Shepard. He'll fire down to first, 2 away. Runner stays put at third.
First baseman, number 17, J.D. James.
And with 2 away, the first baseman, J.D. James, will come to the plate. James, an even 200 average on the year, 1 for 5. Has 2 RBIs on the season as the first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Those batting average only 200. He has an excellent on-base percentage of 444 as he's had 3 walks in the series. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball fouled off. We'll do it over. Way outside. Tried to go with a curveball, and it never moved. I'll move the count to 1-2. Pitch inside, and I'll move things to 2-2. Good job there by Becker to keep that one from getting by. 2-2 pitch. Fastball ripped down the first base line, but foul. James just a little out in front of that one. Otherwise, it would have been an easy RBI and extra bases. Diaz over at first base is hugging the line pretty closely, so they are playing for the pull. 2-2, low and away, and another full count. Drew Park waiting on deck for Emory and Henry. As the payoff pitch misses low with a fastball, I'll put runners on the corners for the Wasps. And now the aforementioned Drew Park will dig in. 2 for 6 on the series, a .333 average, pair of RBIs. He's also been hit by a pitch. His on-base percentage, .429. Pitch from Shepard, misses outside, 1-0. Runner goes. Pitch is hit up the middle. Grabbed it short. They only have one play to first, and that's all they need. As Ben Shepard works his way out of a little bit of a jam with no runs on 1 hit. We're going into the bottom of the first inning. Pacers coming to bat, no score. And welcome back, folks. Bottom of the first inning about to get underway as the Pacers will send Evan Harding, Chance Jennings, and Yariel Diaz to the plate this inning. The rest of the Pacer lineup. The cleanup hitter is the designated hitter, Blake Martin. Sal Lamo bats fifth. Maverick Grigsby batting sixth. Ryan Becker in the seventh spot with Joshua Johnson batting eighth. And Osman Melendez rounding out the batting order in the ninth spot. Drew Lanzo, the starting pitcher for Emory and Henry. And his first pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2. Way outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Slider is popped up, foul territory. That'll end up out of play. The count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Pacers' leadoff man. Harding batting .368 on the year. Has 1 home run and 5 RBIs, slugging .684 with a .462 on base percentage. Goes after this one off the end of the bat and again out of play. Lenzo deals, turned on and sent high into the air, and again out of play. And the pitch to Harding. Just dipped out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Definitely a tempting pitch, but Harding showing some discipline at the plate. And the 2-2. Just missed outside. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Popped it up into shallow right field. And going on over to make the catch is the right fielder, Callahan, for the first out. And Chance Jennings will dig in. Jennings batting an even .500, 10 for 20 on the year. 9 runs scored, 1 triple, 1 double, no homers, 6 RBIs. Slugging .650 on the season and an OBP of .615. Chance Jennings also a threat on the base path, leads the Pacers with 6 stolen bases on the year. As he hits this one foul and out of play. The 0-1 hits the zone. 0-2. Missed low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Jennings. Again, just missing outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Foul it off, we'll do it over. Onzo dealing. And he'll miss low. We have another full count. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to third. The throw to first, 2 away.
Batting next, first baseman number 24, Yariel Diaz.
Yariel Diaz will come up to the plate now, a .474 average. 1 home run, 8 RBIs, slugging .737 on the year, and his on-base percentage is .583. Goes after the first pitch and grounds it foul. The 0-1. Comes inside and hits him. And the Pacers will have their first base run of the day on the hit by pitch.
Stepping up to the plate, number 10, Blake Martin.
Diaz, no stranger to getting on base with a free pass. As Blake Martin, the designated hitter, will step into the box. Martin batting .421 on the year. He has 1 homer as well with 9 RBIs, and he'll let the first pitch go by for strike 1. Martin, the top slugging percentage on the team with an .895. Check throw over to first base, not in time. Diaz proving that he's not much of a threat to go yet on the season. He has not attempted to steal the bag. Short lead over at first as the pitch comes in for a strike, 0-2. Goes after this one, grounds it slowly to second. They'll flip to the bag for 1, and that's all they'll need. As the Pacers leave 1 man aboard on the fielder's choice, we're going in to the top of the second, still no score. We'll go to the top of the second inning. No score yet between the Wasps and the Pacers. Left fielder Clay Caldwell will lead it off for the visiting squad. Goes after the first pitch, fouls it off for strike one. First at-bat of the season for Caldwell. Goes after the second pitch as well, pops it up third base side, foul territory. Making the diving effort is Grigsby, but he's going to come up just short. Pitch inside, and then they're going to say that one hit him. Just caught a piece of the arm, and Caldwell will take first base.
Stepping up is the catcher, number 37, David Rodriguez.
So David Rodriguez steps into the box. First at-bat of the season for Rodriguez as well. Pitch is outside for a ball. Check throw over to first base, not in time. The 1-0. Breaking ball finds the zone, 1-1. Another check throw to the bag. And they'll try again. Just getting back in under the tag is Caldwell. A little bit closer this time. Caldwell shortening up the lead at first now. As the 1-1 comes in, and that one's fouled off. 1-2. One-two pitch. A bouncer to second. Flip to the bag for one. The throw to first. Backhanded scoop. It's a double play. One pitch, 2 outs, a pitcher's best friend, and that'll bring up Stuart Callahan.
Stepping up is right fielder, number 6, Stuart Callahan.
Callahan, 0 for 2 on the season. And the first pitch he sees is strike one. Fastball right down the pipe, 0-2. Changeup falls right back into the zone. Callahan down on 3 pitches, and Shepard works a 1-2-3 top of the second. We're going to the home half of the second. Still no score. Bottom of the second inning. Pacers coming to bat. Sal Lamo, Maverick Grigsby, and Ryan Becker due up in this half inning. Lamo with .235 average on the year. He's got 3 RBIs. He is 5 hit by pitches on the season, however. And no surprise, he hugs the plate a la Barry Bonds. The 0-1 pitch. That's going to miss low, 1-1. Line to short. A leaping grab by Jared Hoppus. Steals a base hit from Lamo. Maverick Grigsby will dig in now. 1 out, nobody on. Grigsby a .385 average on the season. 6 RBIs, 1 triple on the year. First pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. One pitch is outside, 2-1 on the Pacer third baseman. Swing and a miss, off speed pitch got him to chase, and it's 2-2. Another swing and a miss, and Grigsby goes down on strikes for the third out as they throw down to first to complete the strikeout.
Stepping up to the plate is the catcher, number 26, Ryan Becker.
So Ryan Becker will dig in. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. Pacers still looking for their first hit. Becker, a .375 average on the year. 2 RBIs on the season as well. On base percentage, .545. And first pitch misses inside, ball 1. Slow ground ball to second. Short toss to first, and that will do it. The Pacers go down in order, 1, 2, 3. We're off to the third. Still no score. I go to the top of the third inning. Due up Rhett Barker, followed by top of the order Jared Hoppus and Ariel Lamboy. No score yet between the Pacers and the Wasps. Ben Shepard continuing to deal for USCA. Show a bunt as it's pulled back. Misses upstairs, ball one. Barker. 167 average on the year, 146 on the young season. As the pitch misses low, 2-0. Just missed low. Good-looking pitch. Did not get the call, and it's 3-0. Pitch cuts the inside corner, and it's 3-1. Fastball right down the middle, and we got a full count. Wasps have worked a lot of full counts between the first two innings, keeping the trend going, and a ball four up and in. Rhett Barker with the free pass to lead off the third.
Shortstop number 1, Jared Hoppus.
3 straight innings, the leadoff man has gotten aboard for Emory and Henry. Jared Hoppus, who has the only hit today, now back up with a man on first. Big secondary lead over there at first. They're going to get a snap throw, and they got him. Too big of a secondary lead. Heads-up play there by the Pacers catcher Becker, as Barker is picked off 2-3. Fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. Goes with an off-speed pitch, finds the zone. It's 1-2. Goes back to the fastball, grounded to second. Tough play to make, and that's going to end up in center field for a base hit. A second hit of the day for Hoppus.
Second baseman number 20,
And Jerry Lamboy will come to the plate now. Struck out his first time up. Runner on first with one out here in the top of the third inning. Check throw to the bag. Not in time. Whoa! Up and in, and that hit him on the helmet. And we're going to step away while they check on Lamboy. So an update, Lamboy bounced back up, but Emory and Henry just taking precautions. They're going to have a pinch runner come in for him over at first base. New man on the base path is going to be Ryan Painton. Back underway, pitches outside to Kyle Fields, the DH. Grounded out back to the mound his first time up. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Changeup misses low, and it's 2-1. Lines this one out into right field. Long run, and making the catch is Jennings for the second out. Runner tags. Hoppes advances to third on the play.
First baseman, number 17, J.D. James.
And with two away, J.D. James will come up. Runners on the corners for the Wasps. Walked his first time up. Hits it the other way, high in the air, right along the foul line, into foul territory, and reaching into the bullpen. Did he hold on to it? Yes, he did! A beautiful catch by Joshua Johnson. Sits down Emory and Henry here in the top of the third inning, leaving two men on base. It is still a scoreless ball game as the Pacers come to bat. So we go into the bottom of the third inning, and this is a first. Jeriel Lamboy is back in the game. He takes back over at second base after a pinch runner, Ryan Painton, came in for him. So I'll be honest, I've never seen that before in any level of baseball. And we're going through the rule book now just to see what the exact ruling is that allows for this. Not complaining, but that's just very interesting. 1-1 count at the plate on Joshua Johnson, who made a spectacular catch that sadly we just don't have the camera angle of. Flipping into the bullpen, making the catch in foul territory to close out the third inning. Just another reason it's a great idea to come on out to Roberto Hernandez Stadium. Get to see plays like that on the regular. Well, Johnson batting .333 on the year. He's got a pair of RBIs. As this one misses, makes it a 3-1 count. Drew Alonso's still out there for the Wasps. So far has only allowed 2 men to reach, and one of those reached on an inning-ending fielder's choice. As this one is popped up, foul territory first base side, but that one will end up well out of play. I'll count now full on Johnson. The payoff pitch. Tried to get him to chase. Loaded to go. No, he did not on the appeal. It is a leadoff walk to Johnson.
Batting next, number 17, Osman Melendez.
Osman Melendez will step up, the number 9 hitter and shortstop for the Pacers. Melendez, an even .300 batting average. You like to see that from your number 9 hitter right before you flip to the top of the order. 5 runs scored for Melendez as well. Runner on first with nobody out, and they're going to check on said runner. Johnson has not made an attempt to steal. However, being an outfielder, he does have the speed to make the effort. First pitch to the plate is turned on and sent high into the air, into left field. And coming on in and making the catch is Clay Caldwell for the first out. So one away, back to the top of the order, Evan Harding, who flew out to right field his first time up. Check throw over to first is not going to be in time. Sent on out into right field. Coming over to make the catch is Callahan for the second out.
Batting next is right fielder number 2, Chance Jennings.
So Chance Jennings comes up to the plate. 0-for-1 grounded out to third. And looking at the official rules, re-entry eligibility, only players in the original starting lineup are allowed to re-enter once they are removed, as long as they return to their original spot in the batting order. And that case goes for injured players as long as they have been cleared by medical staff, which appears to be the case. And we get a check throw over to first base. Again, not in time. Pitch in there for a call strike. Another check throw to the bag, and again, not in time. Johnson in well ahead of the throw. The 0-1 delivery. Lined out into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 2-out single, the first hit of the day for the Pacers. It comes off the bat of Chance Jennings.
Stepping up is number 24, Yariel Diaz.
All right, Yariel Diaz will come to the plate. Was hit by a pitch his first time up. Rays have runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This one's lined out into left field. That'll be a base hit. They are sending Johnson around third. The throw is going to come into the cutoff man. Throw to second is in time. The run does score, however, and the Pacers lead at 1-0 on the RBI single from Diaz, but he's thrown out trying to advance to second, and that will do it. We're going into the 4th inning. Pacers up 1-0 now. Top of the 4th inning, and the Pacers have a 1-0 lead after the RBI single from Yariel Diaz. Drew Park will lead things off for the visiting Watts, followed by Clay Caldwell and David Rodriguez. And Park goes after the first pitch he sees, skies it into the air, left side of the infield, right at shortstop, barely needing to move and make the catch as Melendez for the first out. So Drew Park drops to 0-2, 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Caldwell, the left fielder, was hit by a pitch his first time up and was erased on the ground ball double play 1 batter later. Shepard deals, and this one's high for a ball, 2-0. Just missed low with a fastball, 3-0. Good-looking pitch. Could not get him to chase, however. Brushes the inside corner. And it's now 3-1. High and outside, ball 4.
Stepping up is the catcher, number 37, David Rodriguez.
Caldwell works the walk. And David Rodriguez, the catcher, will dig in, grounded into a double play his first time up. Runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch changeup hits the zone, strike one. Check throw to first. Oh, and the ball gets away. Spiked the throw in the dirt. And the failed pickoff E1 will put Caldwell in scoring position. And that's really unfortunate because they had Caldwell dead to rights, a clean throw. It likely would have turned into a rundown, but more often than not, that goes in favor of the defense. A 0-1 count to Rodriguez. Runner now in scoring position for the Wasps, as this pitch is low and away, 1-1. Changeup falls right back into the strike zone, 1-2. The changeup has been working for Shepard today. And the 1-2 goes back to it, just misses inside, 2-2. Spike the fastball. Becker does a nice job keeping it in front of him, holding the runner at second base, and we have another full count. Fastball fouled off the other way and out of play. Line out into center field. That'll be a base hit and should score a run. Caldwell rounds third. He will score easily. It's an RBI single for Rodriguez, and Emory and Henry has tied the ball game up at 1.
Batting next, right fielder number 6, Stuart Callahan.
The RBI single from Rodriguez. Stuart Callahan will follow suit, and we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. Bases want to try to settle Shepard down. And the meeting comes to a close. We'll get back to the action. Stuart Callahan, the man at the plate. Man on first is David Rodriguez, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss, strike one. Callahan struck out looking his first time up on 3 pitches. The 0-1 misses inside, 1-1. Rounded down the left field line. That'll be a base hit. Thinking about extra bases, but having to hold up is Callahan. So it is a single. I'll put runners on first and second for the Wasps. Still only one out. So Rhett Barker, the number 9 hitter, will come up with 2 men on and 1 away. First pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Barker walked his first time up, ended up getting picked off, leaning a little too far. And the snap throw from Becker, the catcher, got him. The 0-2. Another fastball fouled back. Changeup finds the inside corner, gets the call, and Barker goes down looking for the second out. I'll flip us back to the top of the order. Jared Hoppus. Productive day at the plate so far. He's singled twice. He's also stolen a base. Pitch in there for a strike. And Becker lost the ball on the transition. Wanted to make a snap throw. Unfortunately for him, the runners stay put. Another changeup in the zone. O2 well inside with the fastball, and it's 1-2. This is again 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball reaches out, pops it up, foul territory. We'll give it a look, but it'll go out of play. Taps this one up the middle. Grabbed it short, and taking it himself is Melendez for the third and final out. Shepard works out of trouble, but he does give up a run. We are tied at 1 apiece going into the bottom of the 4th inning. So into the fourth inning we go, bottom of the fourth. 1-1 ball game, all tied up thanks to David Rodriguez's RBI single. Blake Martin, the DH, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Drew Alonso's still out there dealing, and he deals a nice pitch, first pitch slider, strike one. Grounded to second. Easy throw to first, one away.
Batting next, number 8, Sal Lamo.
So Sal Lamo digs in, 1 out, nobody on, and he lets the first pitch go by for strike one. He lined out to short, base hit stolen away from him by the leaping grab from Jarrett Hoppes. And he'll line this one over the head of Hoppes and into left field for a base hit. This time he wasn't taking any chances with a low liner.
Batting next, number 40,
Maverick Grigsby comes to the plate, struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. A runner on first with 1 out for Grigsby. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Check throw over to first base, not going to be in time. Lamo has only tried to steal the bag once, and he was unsuccessful in the attempt. And he'll hustle on back to first base as another check throw comes his way. The 0-1 pitch goes with a slider, misses inside. Grigsby definitely wanted to offer at it, but wisely held up. Other check throw to the bag, and again, not in time. Off-speed pitch is fouled off. It's 1-2. We got another check throw to the bag. Same result. 1-2 count on Grigsby with a man on first, 1 out. And they'll check on the runner again. Crowd's starting to get a little restless. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And there will be no throw down to second. There'll be a stolen base for Lamo as Grigsby strikes out for the second time today. A runner in scoring position for Becker. Ryan Becker grounded out his first time up. And they're going to check on the runner now at second base. Alemo definitely getting a workout over there, hustling back and forth between the bag. And they're still playing him close to second base. Lamboy hugging the bag closely. First pitch in there, strike one. Other pitch just misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 just misses low, 2-1. Another check throw to second base, again not in time. Alemo's definitely done something to get in the head of Alonso. Pitch misses low, 3-1. Change up, finds the strike zone, and it's full count. Payoff pitch to Becker. Turns on this one and lines it, but foul. Solid contact, but it just tailed the wrong way. Count will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Low and inside. And Becker wins the battle at the plate to draw the walk.
Batting next, left fielder number 43, Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson now comes to the plate, walked his first time up, has scored the only pacer run thus far. 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And we're going to get a trip to the mound now as Emory and Henry want to have a strategy session. The strategy session comes to an end. Johnson digs in. Again, 2 on and 2 out, bottom of the 4th inning of a 1-1 ball game. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. And they'll check on the runner again. A ball almost ends up in center field. Lamboy leaping up and grabbing it, though. Swing and a miss. Off speed pitch got him to swing early. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Grounder to second. And that will do it. Lonzo works out of the jam as the Pacers leave a man aboard. We're going into the fifth inning, still tied at 1. To the top of the fifth inning we go. Jerry Lamboy will lead it off. 0 for 1 today, struck out and then was hit by a scary pitch his last time up, and he goes after the first pitch, sends it high into center field. And right there making the catch is Harding for out number 1.
Batting next, designated hitter number 27, Kyle Fields.
Bring up the DH, Kyle Fields. Fields 0 for 2 today. He also flew out in his last at-bat, and that was to right field. Fastball in there, strike 1. Good changeup. Did not get the call, however. And it's 1-1. Fastball misses low and away. 2-1. Ben Shepherd continuing to deal out there, but the Pacers do have action in the bullpen. All we can tell right now is it's a righty. As the fastball misses low and inside, 3-1. Turns on this one and rips it foul. And we have another full count. Payoff pitch. Slapped the other way and into right field for a base hit.
Batting next, first baseman number 17, J.D. James.
The Fields picks up a single to start things off here in the fifth inning, or to get a man aboard in the fifth inning, I should say. And J.D. James will dig in. James 0 for 1 today. Walked in his first plate appearance. And then a highlight reel catch by Joshua Johnson in foul territory, flipping into the bullpen, was his second at-bat. Misses outside, 2-0. Way outside. Tried to go with the curveball, and it didn't curve. 3-0. Fastball finds the zone, 3-1. Another fastball down the middle, and you guessed it, full count. Now Shepard, who threw 91 pitches in his first outing in the no-hitter, has already reached that mark here, and we're only one out into the top of the fifth inning. Definitely having to work a bit more in his second outing. Grounded, foul. And again, the 3-2. Fouled off again. Pitch misses inside, ball 4. And James takes the walk to put runners on first and second.
Walking up, third baseman number 5, Drew Park.
Drew Park will come to the plate now, but not before we have a meeting between pitcher and catcher, as Becker wants to come on out and chat. Well, the team meeting will come to an end, giving the Pacers a little more time to warm up their bullpen. Looks like they're going to let Shepard stay out there for a little bit longer. 2 on, 1 out. And Drew Park at the plate. 0 for 2 today. First pitch just tailed out of the zone. Really good pitch, just did not get him to chase. The 1-0. Going to bounce that one. Becker keeps it in front of him. That's 2-0. The 2-0. Fastball low. And that fastball has been hurting Shepard today. He's got it either dead on or it is all over the place. There's no in between. Three-0 pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. And a walk to Park will load the bases. And that will likely do it for Shepard. And we'll take a break. New man coming from the Pacer bullpen in just a minute. We'll get right back to it, and there is a new man on the mound. Brady Dunlop taking over for Ben Shepard, who went 4 1/3. 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned, and the 3 men aboard are his responsibility. Bases loaded, 1 out for Dunlop as he faces off against Clay Caldwell. And the first pitch there is low for a ball. Well, Caldwell still seeking an at-bat. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. He's also scored the run, the lone run for the Wasps. Dunlop making his second appearance on the year. 1-0 record. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and an opponent batting average of 105 as this one's popped up foul territory and out of play. The 1-0, outside 2-0. Inside fastball misses. And there is nowhere to put Clay Caldwell. Outside ball 4, and that'll walk in a run.
Batting next, number 37, David Rodriguez.
The bases remain loaded after the walk, and David Rodriguez, who has an RBI single on the day, 1 for 2, is the new man up. First pitch in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss. High fastball got him to go after it.
They walked him under him. There we go.
Pitch just misses the outside corner. Let me get a 1-2 count. Changeup finds the zone right down the middle. And Rodriguez goes down looking for the second out.
Stepping up is right fielder, number 6, Stuart Callahan.
So Stuart Callahan will come to the plate, 1 for 2 with a single today. Bases are still loaded now with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Turns on this one and sends it out into left field. This one's going to the warning track. This one is gone. A grand slam home run for Stuart Callahan, and the Wasps have blown this game wide open. It is 6-1.
Batting next, number 9, Brett Barker.
Rhett Barker digs in now. Bases are clear, 2 outs. However, now Emory and Henry leads it 6-1. Dunlop's first pitch, fastball, looks good but does not get the call. 1-0. So the stat line on Shepard comes to a close. 5 runs, all of 5 of them earned. And he is now in line to get the loss. Should things remain as they are, swing and a miss, 1-1. Swing and a miss, chased one outside, 1-2. Pops it up behind the plate, and it'll end up out of play. Swing and a miss, and Barker goes down on strikes for the second time today to close out the inning, but the big blast off the bat of Stuart Callahan, a grand slam, makes it a 6-1 lead for Emory and Henry as they plate 5 this top half of the inning. We're going into the bottom half of the 5th. Pacers have their work cut out for them. Bottom of the fifth inning, and the Pacers have their work cut out for them, but this is a USCA squad that has plated 10 runs in an inning before as they trail by 5. So only half that number needed to knot this ball game up. And a swing and a miss from Osman Melendez does not help the cause. Strike 1. Melendez 0 for 1 today. He flew out to left field his first time up. Lonzo out there trying to get the W, trying to be the pitcher of record. He's got to get through this half inning in order to do so. Pitch low and away for a ball. The 1-1. Just misses. Good-looking pitch. Did not get the call. Just missed outside. 2-1. Misses outside. 3 balls and a strike on Melendez. Three-one pitch on its way. It's going to miss low, and a leadoff walk for Melendez to start off the 5th.
Stepping up, number 1, Evan Harding.
It all starts with a base runner. As the top of the order comes back up, Evan Harding. It's flown out to center and flown out to right. Runner on first for the Pacers center fielder with nobody out. First pitch up and in corner. I count 0-1. Got another check throw to first. Good pickoff move there from Lonzo. Very close to being a balk, but he's able to keep it just on that fine line. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-1. Well, that's the beauty of left-handed pitchers. They don't have to worry about stepping that back foot off first. Pitch in the dirt. Melendez is just going to hold up at first base. Another check throw to the bag. Pitches upstairs, 3-1. Catches the upper inside corner, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch. Sent on out into center field. This one will be caught on the run. Barker tracking that one down for the first out.
Batting next is number 2, Chance Jennings.
And Chance Jennings returning to the plate. 1 for 2 today. Singled his last time up. Again, upper inside corner. We're getting that call all day long, and the Pacers are not swinging at it. The 1. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking ball. Got him to chase. 0-2. Check throw over to first base. Not going to be in time. Runner at first is Melendez. Oh, 2, high and outside, 1-2. Anzo deals. And this one's grounded to the left side. Grabbed it short. They'll try for 2. There's 1 to throw to first. Not going to be in time. It'll just be a fielder's choice to get the lead runner, Melendez.
The plate, number 24, Yariel Diaz.
So Yariel Diaz back to the plate now. Hit by a pitch in the first. RBI single in the third. And now he's got a man on first with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Offers at the first pitch, changeup, strike 1. There's a nasty 3/4 delivery there by Alonso. Ball comes out of the hand at the same angle. You don't know if it's going to be fast or if it's going to have some movement on it. And we get a check throw to first, very close. Just catches a piece of that one, 0-2. Yeah, another check throw to the bag. Almost ended up knocking over the first baseman, James, on his way back. And I think Coach Gorman is going to try to argue that there was interference. If that was the call, they would have awarded him second. But he'll stay at first base. 0-2 count at the plate on Diaz. And another check throw to first. And again, not in time. Jennings, big lead over at first base. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. I said Jennings is a threat to go. He has 6 stolen bases on the year. The 1-2. This is low, 2-2. And the pitch to Diaz. Lines this one to short, and that one's going to be grabbed by Hoppus for the third and final out. Pacers leave a man stranded. We're going into the 6th. It is 6-1, Emory and Henry. Into the top of the 6th inning we go. Pacers trailing the Wasps 6-1.
Shortstop number 1, Jared.
Freddie Dunlop back out there for another inning of relief. Jared Hops will lead things off here in the top of the 6th. The only batter from the Emory and Henry squad that did not get an at-bat in the 5th inning. And that pitch in there for strike 1. Misses outside, 1-1. Sent on out into left field. And going over to make the grab is Johnson for the first out.
Batting next, number 20, Jerry Lamboy.
Jerry Lamboy back up to the plate now. 0 for 2. Flew out to center in his last at-bat. Reached on a hit by pitch and struck out. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball tied him up 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. Outside, tried to get him to chase. Lamboy held up. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Wasps' second baseman. Hits the outside corner, gets the call, strike 3. Lamboy down looking for the second out.
Batting next, designated hitter number 27, Kyle Fields.
Kyle Fields will come to the plate. Started off the rally in the 5th. His last at-bat with a innocent enough single. 1 for 3 today. Changeup finds the zone, strike 1. Pitch outside, 1-1. Good curveball. Went around way too early, and it is 1-2. Fastball just catches a piece of the bat and goes into the glove of Becker. Fields down on strikes for the third and final out. A nice quick bounce back 1-2-3 inning for the Pacers. As we go into the home half of the 6th, USCA is still down by 5. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Drew Lonzo coming back out for another inning. There is action in the Wasp bullpen, but nobody seems to be in too much of a hurry, as he has still only given up 1 run on 3 hits through 5 innings of work. DH Blake Martin, first batter of the 6th inning for the Pacers, 0 for 2. And he goes after the first pitch, grounds it to second. 1 away. Sal Limo coming up to the plate. Limo 1 for 2 today. A single and a stolen base in his last at-bat. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. In there for a strike, 1-1. Changeup just brushes the outside corner, 1-2. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball in the dirt, and the count is full. Pitches outside, ball 4, and a 1-out walk to Lamo. Puts a man on board for the Pacers.
Stepping up, number 40, Maverick Grisby.
Bring up Maverick Grigsby. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. Goes after the first pitch and grounds it foul, strike 1. Oh, 1 finds the zone, 0-2. Ooh, dangerous pitch to lay off of. Got the benefit of the count call, I think. And it's 1-2. We got a check throw to the bag. Not in time. Lined into left field, but foul. Yeah, the call time is they need to fetch the ball that's in the field of play. One-two pitch, ground ball to second. Mishandled, and everybody's going to be safe. An E4 puts Grigsby aboard and keeps Lamo at second.
Stepping up, number 26,
You definitely see the Lamboy was trying to make the flip from the glove to the bag, and he just never had the ball in his glove to begin with. A lucky break for the Pacers. Inning will continue, and Ryan Becker will come up and step into the box. Walked in his last plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Pitch in there for a strike. Check throw to second base, and that's going to hit him. Luckily right there to pick up the ball before it scooted out into center field was Hoppes. Fouled off out of play, 0-2. Good looking curveball missed low. 1-2. One-two pitch. Lofted out into right field. That'll dunk in for a base hit. They're going to wave Lamo around third. He will score. The throw comes into second. Moving on to third is Grigsby. It is an RBI single for Becker, and the lead is now 4 for the Wasps. A little meeting at the mound here for the Wasps. Bases have runners on the corners. Becker's at first, and Grigsby is at third after Lamo scored on the RBI, or on the RBI single from Becker. Josh Johnson, the man at the plate, walked and scored a run back in the third and grounded into a fielder's choice to end the fourth inning. He's just trying to chip away at this Wasp lead after the Wasps scored 5 runs in the 6th inning, 4 of which came courtesy of Stuart Callahan's grand slam as the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. We got a check throw to the bag at first. Not going to be in time. Well, Becker is a catcher, and they are not known for their speed on the base path. And Becker has not even made an attempt, but he does have a big lead over there at first base. Check swing foul ball, strike 1. I almost feel that Becker's trying to get in the head of Lonzo there, trying to get him to throw over and maybe throw errantly. Well, it's not going to matter as he plunks Johnson right in the back. And the bases are loaded for the Pacers. Osman Melendez will come to the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk in his last plate appearance, and we are going to get another visit to the mound. We'll see if this is going to be the end of Lonzo's day or not. And indeed, the call is being made to the bullpen. So, Drew Lonzo's day is over with. We will be back in just a little bit with a brand new man out of the bullpen from Emory and Henry. So some changes have been made here. Jadon Rodriguez has come into the game to pitch for Drew Lonzo. Pacers have a pinch runner out there at second base, as Cannon Jones takes over on the base path for Becker. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Melendez, strike one. Ground ball to short. They'll only have one play, that's to first, and they'll make it for the second out. Run scores, so it's an RBI ground out for Melendez, and the lead is now 6-3 Wasps. So Grigsby scoring on the play. Both other runners advance one bag. So Pacers still have runners on second and third now with 2 outs in the top of the order. Evan Harding up. Flown out 3 times today. And the first pitch is low for a ball. Grounded foul, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Well, as things stand, Lonzo's pitching line, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 4 hits, 3 runs at this moment, but only one of them will be earned, as this pitch misses low for a ball 3-1. Well, the men aboard are still his responsibility. However, when they come in, if they come in, they will not count as earned runs. Three-one pitch, low, ball 4. And a walk to Harding reloads the bases for the Pacers. Chance Jennings, the ever-dangerous Pacer batter, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. And this is definitely a situation that Coach Gorman wants to have his right fielder in the box on. Bases loaded, trailing by 3 here in the 6th inning. Ball gets away. Runner comes home, and scoring on the pitch is, I was going to say Becker, but it's Jones. And the Pacers are now within 2. It is 6-4. Everybody moves up a bag. 2 men in scoring position, second and third base. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Good hitters count for Jennings. We'll see if they give him the green light at any point. They do give him the green light, and he swings right through it, 2-1. Took just a little something off of it, threw off the timing. Low and away for a ball, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Wanted to hold up. That might have been ball 4. It was a close pitch. Instead, it will be a full count to Jennings. Payoff pitch. Grounded up the middle. Nice backhanded grab there by Rodriguez as he sends it to the bag. Stealing a base hit and preserving the lead for the Wasps. However, the Pacers are able to bring home 3 runners. It is 6-4 as we go into the 7th.
J.D. James.
We go to the top of the 7th inning, and J.D. James will lead it off for Emory and Henry. 0 for 1 today with a pair of walks and a run scored. And he fouls off the first pitch he sees from Dunlop for strike one. New catcher for the Pacers, Donovan Glisson, has come in for Becker, who had a pinch runner come in back in the 6th. Pitch is low for a ball. Pitch misses outside, 2-1. Chop to the right side. Diving stop. But it's going to end up in right field anyway for a base hit. Good effort, though, by Lamo, trying to knock that one down and maybe have a play on it.
Third baseman number 5, Drew Park.
I'll bring Drew Park back to the plate. Park is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch right down the middle, strike one. Fouled off, 0-2. Runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. So just a strikeout with no throw him out. Basically going to argue interference. Coach Keith Gorman not too pleased that they didn't call interference on the batter for getting in the way of the throw. It stands as a stolen base for James and a strikeout for Park. Coach Gorman is going to get his money's worth right now. The man due up next is going to be Clay Caldwell. Very productive day at the plate despite not getting any hits. He's been hit by a pitch, he's walked twice, and he's scored a pair of runs as well as driven one in via the walk with the bases loaded. That was all back in the 5th inning. Pacers currently sit at 5-0 on the season. Their best start since 2020, when they started out the COVID year 6-0, prior to the season getting canceled almost halfway through. Best start in a non-COVID season since 2017, when the Pacers started 7-0. And they're trying to keep their winning ways alive. They're trailing by 2 here in the top of the 7th inning. But it's within striking distance. Wasps trying to get a little bit of insurance back with a man in scoring position and only one away as the play stands as called. Pitches outside for a ball, 1-0. Good fastball right down the middle, strike one. Reaches out and just catches a piece of that one. 1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Counts all evened up. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Caldwell swings through it for the second out.
Pitch hitter.
Pinch hitting number 35, Jackson Emory.
Jackson Eret is going to be a pinch hitter for Rodriguez. And the first pitch is upstairs. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. Rodriguez was catching, was 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. And here it stands there with a 2-0 count. Runner on second as the pitch misses for a 3-0 count. Thrill from Dunlop. Fastball in there for a call strike, 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Pinch hit walk for Eret. Puts runners on first and second.
Number 6, Stuart Callahan.
Still 2 down, and Stuart Callahan coming to the plate. Eret is on the roster as a catcher, so likely he will come in for Rodriguez when we get to the bottom half of the 7th inning. First pitch just tailed out of the zone, could not get the call on Callahan. Callahan dealt a nasty blow to the Pacers, hitting that grand slam in the 5th inning to put Emory and Henry up 6-1. He is 2 for 3 today with 4 RBIs, a single, the home run, and of course the run scored. As we get a little meeting in the mound, Pacers just trying to give some time in the bullpen to warm up a little bit. Have noticed Dunlop is starting to have a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone after striking out batters 2 and 3 that he faced this inning. Has not been able to deliver one over the plate with consistency. Check throw to second base. Ooh, very close. Lamo almost got the tag on him. Fouls off a fastball. Glisson gives it a look, but it'll end up out of play. The 1-1 pitch. Checked his swing. Pitch was low and away. And it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Fouled off, 2-2. Rhett Barker waiting on deck, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Runners on first and second with 2 outs and a 2-2 count on Callahan. Dunlop deals. Hit the other way. Lamo goes over to field it, fires to first, and that will do it. Pacers get out of the jam, leaving 2 men aboard as we go into the 7th inning stretch. It is still 6-4, Emory and Henry. And welcome back from the 7th inning stretch, folks. Pacers and Wasps battling it out here in Game 3 of the 3-game set. Pacers, of course, taking Games 1 and 2. Emory and Henry trying to salvage the series by taking this one, and they lead 6-4. Bottom half of the 7th inning getting underway. Pitches low to Yariel Diaz for ball 1. Rodriguez still out there pitching. And as we said, Jackson Errett has come in and remained in the game at catcher. So this one is fouled off for strike 1. Diaz 1 for 2 today. He's been hit by a pitch. RBI single back in the 3rd, and then he lined out in the 5th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off, and it's 1-2. Reaches out, off the glove to second, and the throw to first is in time, so it'll be a 1-4-3 ground out. Blake Martin, the DH, stepping back into the box. 0 for today, 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice, and he's grounded out to second in back-to-back at-bats. First pitch in there for strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Fouls it off. Martin doing enough to just stay alive. Pops it up. Shallow left center field, and coming over to make the catch will be the left fielder, Clay Caldwell.
Batting next is second baseman number 8, Sal Lamo.
Sal Lamo digs in. 1 for 2 today. Walked, stole a base, singled, and scored a run. First pitch changeup finds the zone, strike one. Fouled off out of play, and it's 0-2. Up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ooh, dangerous pitch to not go after. And a lucky break there for Lamo as he gets the call, 2-2. Misses outside, full count. Checked his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And Lamo down on strikes for the third and final out. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th. We're going into the 8th. Emory and Henry still up 6-4. So as we move into the top of the 8th inning, the Wasps still lead the Pacers by 2, 6-4. Rhett Barker will lead things off for the visitors. Barker 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts and a walk. And he'll foul off the first pitch from Dunlop for strike 1. Curveball grounded. Back to Dunlop. He'll take it. Flip to first. 1 away. Back to the top of the order. It's Jarrett Hoppus.
Stepping up, shortstop number 1, Jarrett Hoppus.
2 for 4 today. He singled twice and stolen a bag. Flew out to left field his last time up. Pitch is outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Again, back to Dunlop, but it goes under the glove and into center field. That'll be a base hit for Jared Hops, his 3rd of the day.
Second baseman number 20, Jeriel Lamboy.
Jerry Lamboy back to the plate. Still 0 for. Struck out looking his last time up. Pitch is going to be low. Ball 1. Runner goes. Pitch is fouled off into the glove. Throw down to second is going to be in time. And Hoppus is down on the caught stealing, 2-4. So now 2 away and a 1-1 count at the plate. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Swing and a miss, chased one way outside. And Lamboy down on strikes for the 3rd out. A 1-2-3, top of the 8th. We're going to the home half of the 8th. Pacers still trailing by 2. Bottom of the 8th inning, and the Pacers will have third baseman Maverick Grigsby lead it off. Jaden Rodriguez remains out on the mound. However, there's plenty of action in the Wasp bullpen. Grigsby goes after the first pitch, fouls it off for strike one. Grigsby 0 for 3 today, a pair of strikeouts, and then he reached on a fielder's choice and ended up scoring a run back in the 6th. And he'll ground this one to the left side this time, but foul. Shot to short. Hoppes has it, throws to first, one away. Donovan Glisson will come to the plate. Came in for Ryan Becker back in the 7th inning. Becker was 1 for 2 with an RBI single, a walk, and a run scored. Glisson on the season, .333 average, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Pitch down the middle, strike one. The 0-1 fouls it off, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch from Rodriguez turned on and sent deep, but foul. Oh, 2 pitch. Back to the mound. Rodriguez knocks it down, tosses to first. Listen, almost able to beat it out, but he will go down as out number 2.
Batting next, number 43, Josh Johnson.
I'll bring up Josh Johnson. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 8th inning. Johnson 0 for 1 today. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and scored a run. Goes after the first pitch, grounds it, just foul. The 0-1. Just missed upstairs, 1-1. One pitch is upstairs and inside, 2-1. Lined over the head of a leaping Park and down into the left field corner. Hustling into second and making it in there, standing up is Johnson. It is a 2-out double for the Pacers left fielder. Well, in order to have a 2-out rally, you need 2 outs. And Osman Melendez will come to the plate with a man in scoring position, but not before we get a quick trip to the mound. Take a very short break. Be right back. Well, meeting comes to a close. We'll get back to it. Melendez digging in. 0 for 2 today with a walk. Runner on second base. That runner is Johnson. Tying run at the plate. Checked his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire. The wrist definitely didn't break, but I think the bat definitely crossed the plane. The 0-1. Another check swing. Ball pops high into the air as it ricochets. And Johnson takes third on the wild pitch. Definitely not something you see that often. Just bounced just right that it went all the way up in the air. Almost like a pop-up. The 1-1. Low and inside, 2-1. Right down the middle, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch changeup gets the call up inside corner. And Melendez goes down looking to close out the 8th. Pacers leave a man stranded. We are going to the 9th. It is still 6-4 Wasps. At the top of the 9th inning, Kyle Fields will lead it off for Emory and Henry. 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored. Dunlop's first pitch misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Out in front of it. 1-1. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. On the Wasp DH. 2-1 from Dunlop is hit into the air, foul territory, and out of play. The 2-2. Foul back, we'll do it over. Curveball is also fouled off. Field's doing a nice job spoiling a good pitch. Another curveball. This one sent on out into center field. Coming on over, though, and making the catch is Harding for the first out.
Batting next, number 17, J.D. James.
I'll bring J.D. James to the plate. James 1 for 2 today. 2 walks, 1 single, a run scored, and a stolen base. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Sent on out into right field and deep. This one's going to be gone. A solo home run for J.D. James, and the Wasps get a little more insurance runs, as it is 7-4 now.
Stepping up is third baseman number 5, Drew Park.
I'll bring up Drew Park. Park 0 for 3 today with a walk and a run scored. Struck out in his last at-bat. Changeup finds the strike zone, 0-1. Fastball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another curveball finds the strike zone, 1 and 2. Curveball, a bouncer to second. The charging throw to first is in time for the second out.
Batting next is left fielder Clay Caldwell.
Clay Caldwell comes back to the plate. 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. Offers at the first pitch, strike 1. Grounds this one to the right side. Picked on up by Lamo. He tosses it to first, and that will do it. But the Wasps get a little bit of insurance. A solo shot by J.D. James to right field makes it a 7-4 ball game as we go into the bottom of the 9th. Pacers need 3 to tie, 4 to walk it off. The Pacers 1, 2, and 3 batters, Harding, Jennings, and Diaz, due up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. New man on the mound, Brady Halstead, is going to come in for the Wasps to try to get the save. First pitch grounded, fair down the third base line. This could be extra bases as Harding rounds first. The throw comes in. It is a leadoff double for the Pacers center fielder. Chance Jennings comes up with a runner in scoring position. Jennings 1 for 4 today with a single. First pitch misses on Jennings, ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. That'll at least advance the runner. The throw to first is just in time to get Jennings.
Stepping up, number 24, Yariel Diaz.
So Yariel Diaz will come to the plate. Diaz 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. Take a look at the stat line on Rodriguez. He had 2 2/3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit, and no runs, so a good outing of relief for him. 1-0 count to Diaz on the plate from Halstead. Swings and misses at the low pitch. 1-1. Another swing and a miss. Tied him up inside, and it's 1-2. Slow ground ball to short. This will score the runner. The throw to first is in time. So it's an RBI ground out for Diaz as Harding scores. However, the Wasps more than happy to allow the run to come home as they still maintain a 7-5 lead. And the Pacers are now down to their final out. It's Blake Martin, the designated hitter. Held 0 for today, 0 for 4. Pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Lined out into left field, and that one will be caught by Caldwell for the third and final out as Emory and Henry takes the final game of the 3-game set to salvage the series. Pacers winning the series, however, 2-1. However, dropping this one by a score of 7-5. Pacers drop to 5-1 overall. Emory and Henry now 1-2 on the young season. Pacers will be on the road for their next game, a midweek contest at Erskine. That's going to be February the 11th, Wednesday at 2 o'clock p.m. out in Due West, South Carolina, before returning home to the Burt as the Fighting Knights of Lynn come to town for a 3-game series. Game 1 is Friday, February the 13th, first pitch at 4 p.m. Next game is Valentine's Day, Saturday at 2 p.m. And then Sunday, the final matchup of that 3-game set, scheduled for a 1 o'clock start time. Winning pitcher for today's game is going to be Drew Lanzo, and the losing pitcher will be Ben Shepard, so he drops to 1-1 on the year. The save goes to Halstead. And that will do it from Roberto Hernandez Stadium. Thank you so much for sticking with us this weekend. I've been Marcus Johnson, and we will see you next time.